John Lambie and Stuart McDougall, both with the same ex-Wallaby tie on. So
classic Wallaby tie, that is. That's
now,
for former internationals.
Now, we know 7's, we know 15's. Yeah. Why do we need a 10's in the middle?
Actually, 10's is a totally different game to the 7's. 7's is a game of absolute explosive speed and containment. Our game you need the strength of the forwards. You must have someone who can do the dirty work. That's the difference in the whole game, because 7's the ball is really is touch football. Let's think about it, you know. And this is that someone's got to win a ruck or a maul in a game of 10's.
Okay, we've got some interesting teams. The defending champions are the Magicians from Fiji, and they all look fit. They all look fast. But, I mean, their forwards run like backs anyway, don't they?
There is no discerning between a back or a forward in the Fijian side. They're just great athletes. They're all 6'6" plus. They're all great athletes. They run with the zest of the wind and they handle the ball. I think the only way you can beat a side like that is to play them structurally, to take them on in rucks and mauls and take that whimsical nature out of their game.
We'll be hearing from Stuart and John a little later in the programme. Let's have a quick look back now at action from the first day. Now, of course, the teams play in a group format over day one to decide who goes into the top competition, the Cup, or the next one down the plate, or the Bowl. It's knockout on day two, but for day one, it's round robin. Well, let's start in Group A. The Guard Force Magicians, the defending champions, who've actually won the tournament twice in their recent history. We're up against Mandarin Oriental, a local Hong Kong side. You can see the difference in physique and stature. And there are a couple of real stars in the Guard Force Magicians. Bruce Raunke, a Fijian who played in the final of the Rugby 7's last year for Fiji. He was borrowed from Australia. He was sensational, as was Taniela Kaukau. Two Fijians who scored a batch of tries, and Guard Force absolutely overwhelmed their opposition. 83-0 in the first match. Then they took on the Kowloon Rugby Football Club. And here they came home winners 63-0. High-speed entertainment. And this really did set the scene for the rest of the tournament from the Magicians from Fiji. Nice little flick off. Great handling there. And again, we mentioned in the opening, there are backs who are built like forwards, who run like backs. Little kick ahead, and the defence getting into a spot of trouble there. And just that little finishing burst, extra acceleration over the last few days. Group A, absolutely dominated by the Magicians. Kowloon Rugby Football Club get themselves into the plate with their win over Group A. Pool B saw the China Agricultural University Maxfield Typhoons and the Valley Rugby Football Club. And in the red and white shirts, China Agricultural got off to a good start, beating Maxfield Typhoons by 19 points to 7. And the Chinese players, a crucial part of the development of rugby in China, have been to the 7's before. Now, in this second match-up, Valley against Maxfield Typhoons, this was a runaway win for the local side. 55 points to 5 they won. This was Jason going in for the try. Very important on day one to put up a good number of points on the board, also keep out of harm's way. There's no point getting injuries early on in the tournament. It's tough and demanding over the 2 days of play. So you want to win well and stay healthy. The Valley then came up against the side that had beaten Maxfield in the first match. This was a much closer game, 31 points to 7 here. And Jason going again. Kicking it out. Of course, the Goings, famous New Zealand Rugby International nephew, and a long history of Hong Kong rugby, playing in the Hong Kong 15's and in the recent Hong Kong 7 squad. Nice little between the legs pass. It's fed out wide to the wing. And another touchline. They said 31 points to 7 for the Valley, and they would go through into the Cup competition with China Agricultural into the plate, Max Steele into the bowl. Then we had Clifford Chance Aliens against Panaga. Clifford Chance Aliens, one of the teams to look out for, 3 times winners of this tournament, boosted by the appearance of former New Zealand star Frano Bottiger at fly half. Took a while to get going, but eventually ran out very comfortable winners here, 64-0. The team sponsored this year by a local law firm from Hong Kong. Interesting team down in Pool G in the black and white shirts, the Artisan Student Invitation Rugby Football Club. It's a touring side by invitation only, basically set up to raise money for charity. They do a lot of work for cancer in Great Britain, and they won their group very handily over the Hong Kong Cavaliers and Beijing Devils Rugby Club. The Fortesian Lauritonians Rugby Football Club, that's the combination of former pupils from two schools, have a 118-year history in the game of rugby. Principally a touring club again, first time visit though to Hong Kong. They've produced a host of Scottish internationals, English internationals, they've even produced one Argentinian international in the game of rugby. They're in action here against the Acorn Rugby Club from Japan. 33-7, the victory for the FLs, as they are known and as we shall call them in the rest of this programme. In the green and gold of Australia, the Australian legends who won this tournament back in '97 to break the run of the Guard Force Magicians, runners-up in last year's competition, and the one side that may give the Guard Force Magicians a bit of trouble. Captained by former Wallaby and Ireland back Brian Smith, they've got some first-grade players in the lineup like Charlie Kay, Efo, Tibununo and Jack Isaacs. They ran out 90-0 winners over the Acorns from Japan. This was a nice, gentle opener and a lot of pace in the side. Well, in the crucial match to decide who goes through to the top competition, the Cup, and who goes through to the Bowl, that was against FLs. A much closer game, this one. The Legends still coming through, but a reduced points total here, 26 points to 3. Wide open spaces down the left wing. Fullback trying to cut the player off. Still a fairly routine victory for the Australian Legends. So this is how the Cup competition will line up, with the Magicians top-seeded, with the Legends down at the bottom. The plate competition sees Kowloon Rugby Football Club right at the top, and the FLs probably their main challengers. Then the Bowl competition, these are the teams finishing third in their groups. We'll have action from the Bowl competition when we come back after a short break. Rugby 10's. Before we go to action on the field, let's take a closer look at one of the teams competing in the Bowl competition. The Acorn Rugby Club was formed more than 50 years ago, with over 400 members. At the time of the club's formation, Japan was recovering from the Second World War, and many items were scarce, including, surprisingly, rugby shirts. Here's coach and captain Takeo Hoshino about their strip.
When the club first formed, the members had many different coloured shirts, and money was very tight just after the Second World War. So they decided to dye all of the shirts black. They were all the same that way. The white came a little bit later on.
Well, that explained the origin of the kit. What about the origin of their name, the Acorn Club?
The name Acorn comes from a Japanese phrase, Donguri no Sikaraki. Donguri being the word for acorn. And just as acorns grow into big trees, hopefully the club will continue to expand and become more and more successful.
The Acorns first came to Hong Kong in 1966, played their first 10's tournament in 1990. This year they're hoping to improve on their previous results.
In Japan, we love rugby. The 10's is a great opportunity to play against some of the world's best and gain some valuable match practice. We love the competition and we'll always come back to play the 10's.
Well, the Acorns got the better of Beijing Devils in the quarter-finals, beating them 24-12. Wanderers whitewashed the Singapore Cricket Club 38-0. ISCI beat Panaga 26-19, and Mandarin Oriental DEA from Hong Kong were 46-7 winners over Max Steel Typhoons. So into this semi-final, and having spent a great deal explaining about the history and nature of the Acorns rugby shirt, for this one they had to change because their opposition here, Wanderers, also playing black and white, and it was black and whites on the move. Good try there with a burst from Bates, and this one was to go the way of the team from Singapore. The Wanderers in their third visit to Hong Kong, and it was Bates once again showing a clean pair of heels to the chasing Acorns player. So the final score 33-14. Wanderers through to the final, and they would meet the winners of this one, Mandarin Oriental DEA up against ISCI. And this one, a whitewash for DEA, 55-0 winners. A development side, crucially Chinese. So this is where rugby is trying to be developed in Hong Kong. Managed by Trevor Gregory, long-time stalwart of rugby in Hong Kong, showing some good handling here. And a good forwards tie, the flanker going in, touching down in between the posts. So the mostly Chinese side, DEA, 55-0 winners over ISCI. They're in the final against the Wanderers. The first final of the 1999 Rugby 10's is the bowl final. This is for those that finished third out of the three in their group but have fought their way through. Two good teams actually in the final. Local side DEA, and they're up against another side from Singapore, the Wanderers. Both had easy wins.
Both had very easy wins of almost 50 points each, and it makes it very hard to compare because the quality of the opposition wasn't great in both games, and it's anyone's game. I'll tend to think on my hunch about the Wanderers from Singapore, but it's anyone's game. They scored 50 points against we don't know what.
Okay, it's quite steamy here tonight, so I mean it's going to be evenly fought on that field. But you may think the forwards may come in. I mean, ex-forward yourself, you know, you might just be saving it for the final sort of thing.
Well, Brian, I'm really happy that you asked me that question because, as I say, for 20 years I played the game and never touched the ball. But 10 aside, it's a different game, and the climate's here just right for the locals and the Singaporeans. And it'll be a very close game. It'll be a good one to watch.
Good one to watch.
Who do you back?
I'll go for the Singaporean. Hang on, who's here? Yeah, I'll go for the Singaporeans. Just in case I knew a few people.
Right, no missiles. The first final of the 1999 Rugby 10's.
A bit of background to this. We have teams here today from the Cayman Islands, a number of sides from Hong Kong. We have a side from Indonesia, China, Brunei, Singapore, Australia, Japan, Great Britain, and two sides from Australia, sorry, and two sides from Singapore.
Gee, what a good try. What a good try from the DEA. That's 5-0 with the kick to come under the post.
Halfway through the first half, and DEA lead 5-0. In this game, there is no place kicking for the goal. They do a drop kick. And they're 5 yards out. They're so close to scoring here, DEA. And I think they're going to go over the line here. There's a big winger. He's a big, strong man, and he's gone straight over and scored. And that's going to take it to 12-0 at half-time. And if he converts this, it'll be 14-0.
Now, it's one of the great things of this game. There's 4-on-4 in the backs, and there are no breakaways chasing the players.
There we go. I suppose if you're a betting man, you would have... There we go. If he's got the pace, and it's the Wanderers going to have a runaway try, and that's the game. That's the way it is. He's picked up the ball on the halfway line.
That was a great try. But
and it's fabulous. That's made it 14-7, and we're about 3 minutes into the second half of this game.
the DA opportunity to sneak further ahead. And it's knocked off at the front. He's a great little halfback, this guy, and there's a huge pass, and they're thrown along the back line, and they have a great opportunity. Can this bloke run it? He sure can. He beats the inside man. There's a pass, goes backwards. They're going for the corner over the right, the left. It's all coming back, Stuart. Here they come. It's a sweep here, and they'll score in the corner if they
John,
hit this
if they throw this ball around, yes, I think DA, yes, another shot's gone over. DA have just put this game beyond doubt. And what a great win to DA. With a minute to go, it'll be 26-5. And
kick to come, but that's all over. Say goodnight.
That's all right.
Yep. Thank you.
And the referee has blown it up.
Well, Stuart, that's a great win to DA. The local side beating the Singapore Wanderers 28-5.
Well, before the trophy presentation, a chance to talk to a couple of the players. Congratulations. I thought it was going to be a bit closer to the final. Did you think so?
Well, going out there, Brian, we're all pretty nervous. It's been a bit of a tough year for Mandarin Oriental DEA, and we've had some disappointments, but this is a tremendous result for us. It's very good. We've had a lot of young players coming through, like Wai Ping and Fook Ping here, into the club, and this is a great reward. It's a great tournament, and we've really enjoyed it.
I think the great thing for Wai Ping, he's got to be the smallest player in the tournament, but he shows you, you don't have to be good.
Oh, that's for certain. And if you've seen Wai Ping, he made a couple of brilliant bursts up the paddock there. And this is a great sign for Hong Kong Rugby. A few more of these chaps on our side, and we'll be knocking on the door of the championship. We didn't get it this year, but in the years to come, we will.
So the first silverware of the 1999 Hong Kong Rugby 10's tournament, the Bowl Trophy, and the tankard being presented by the chairman of the Hong Kong 10's committee, Mike Probert. The plate and the cup still to come. Welcome back to the Hong Kong Rugby 10's. China Agricultural University established mainland China's first rugby football team back in 1990. And the team have managed to win 8 National University Rugby Football Championships. We asked Xu Zili how rugby became so popular.
A friend of the captain's introduced us to rugby about 8 years ago. At our university, we like to play the game, and especially watching it. We all love the game and enjoy practicing our skills. The 10's is a great opportunity for us to improve, and we really enjoy the competition.
There's certainly no shortage of match practice in the 10's. But what are their aspirations for this year's event?
This year we hope we can play even better. We've been training for this tournament for almost a year now, and hope that we can improve on last year's record.
Well, the China Agricultural University fell at the quarter-final hurdle, beaten by 1 point. Kowloon Rugby Football Club 15, China Agricultural University 14. Kowloon will play the Edinburgh Ackies, 17-14 winners over Hong Kong A. Tokyo Gaijin, 34-0 winners over Sport Abroad Exiles, and FL's 31-10 winners over the Hong Kong Cavaliers. So the first semi-final of the plate competition, the Edinburgh Ackies in the yellow strip, winners over the Kowloon Rugby Football Club, sponsored by James Martin, by 6 points. Enjoying a much greater share of possession, the Ackies weren't always able to convert the points. 1 or 2 handling errors there. This is a good burst, slight hint of pulling back on the jersey. So the touchline there for the try for the Edinburgh Ackies. Another try coming up here, a break half stopped. An infringement there. A nasty looking tackle on the scrum half Vipond, but an even more unfortunate moment for the number 11 Craig Martin, the left winger, diving down in between 2 players, cracked his cheekbone on the knee of the defender. She went off with a fractured cheekbone. The next semi-final, a one-sided affair. Tokyo Gaijin in the black and white tops up against the FLs, who were suffering injury problems, sadly depleted. And Tokyo Gaijin, winners of the plate competition last year, were to run away with this one, 41 points to 0. team of expatriate rugby players playing rugby in Japan. Good support play here and a good burst down through the middle. Support is on hand, but it's not going to be needed. And the Gaijins go in for yet another try. So the final will be between the Edinburgh Ackies and Tokyo Gaijin, who are looking for their second plate trophy in a row.
Look at this. It is different, and no one's taking a step backwards. No one's taking a step backwards. No one's holding their breath laughing either. And that was it.
And you would think this man would put some clothes, put your dressing gown back on. How embarrassing. The children had just left the field.
So here we go, Stuart. That was an interesting start to a game.
Yes, John, well, they're going down for the first scrum of the day on the halfway line, and Tokyo G have just won the ball. And it's a mixed side here. We have no doubt a few Europeans and a few boys from the islands playing in this side. And it started at a faster pace than the last game. It'll be interesting to see whether the boys can keep this up. And Tokyo G have just had a runaway try, and they've scored on the far corner, which makes it 5-0, and we are a minute 30 into the game, and it is looking very good and positive for the Tokyo G side.
The put in by Tokyo Gaijin. That's a nice clean ball and a good cutback. This is a good burst from Tokyo Gaijin. There's support on the inside. They're up in numbers, 4 or 5 options, and a fairly comfortable, straightforward try. With the Eddie Ackies defence being cut to ribbons. Not the best side for the left-footed kicker, and he's well wide of the mark. There goes to 10 points to 0. Good hit there, solid stuff now. Can the Ackies spin it wide? They've got to try and make the break through the middle. They've lost their flying number 11, Craig Martin, able to take no further part in the tournament. And that's well won by Tokyo. Trouble here for the Ackies as another try goes down. Well, that'll bring the total up to 15. No conversions yet. Let's see if they can make this one count, and that is well wide. So 3 unconverted tries, 15-0 lead for Tokyo Gaijin.
Let's see what they can do. Number 2 wanders in, takes some information, subsumes some information, and gets ready to set the ball. It's going in, and it's a good jump and a great leap. They've got the ball. They've got to get it across the back line.
Here they go, John.
Inside,
Edinburgh got
in the middle of the scrum.
Got to be a chance. They must win this. They must score here now. Otherwise, they're out of the game, and they've lost possession.
They've lost possession of the ball, and only minor infringement on behalf of the Tokyo side that's given them their feed. But another great attacking situation.
Must score here, John. Must score here. If they don't, they're out of this game. They're out of this game. They've got 6 minutes. John's just onto the prize at the moment, and Edinburgh have gone in. It's made a bit of a game of this.
Dude, it's a game. It's a game breaker.
6 minutes into the second half, and it's going to make it 15-5. With the kicker come. 7:15, they're in the game with this.
Yep. Number 9, he's waiting. The clock is ticking over as he waits to have his shot. It's a left foot kick from the right-hand side of the field, and it's not good.
He's blowing it, John. He's blowing every opportunity.
They still have to score 2 tries to get in front of this game, and they'll be in. So here we go. We've got every opportunity for Tokyo to increase their lead. A good win in the line. It's a ball moves swift into the 5-8, into the centres. They've set it up, and a bust.
There's a breakaway try here. And Tokyo are going to clinch this game now. There's going to be 20 points to 5, John. And it's 5 minutes to go. I'd say Tokyo taking this game out.
Great try. When you sit back and look at that, the ball moved very quickly to the centres, moved in there and straight through a bust, straight line. As we said earlier, there is no cover defence in this game because they're just underplayers.
the Fijian side has a couple of internationals in their team, and it makes you wonder that they have a superb 10-a-side, a superb 7-a-side. And when it comes to the 15-a-side game, the Fijians are possibly rated maybe 6, 7 or 8 in the world. Because of their ball running skills, they will find it no doubt very difficult in the World Cup this year on the heavy ground. And here we have a runaway try from the Tokyo side. Yes, and no, yes, hang on, no, he's throwing a forward pass. And that's the end of the game at 15 minutes. 5 to Edinburgh, 22 to Tokyo. So the second prize goes to Tokyo. Now we wait for the wonderful cup final here tonight.
Before the cup final, 22-5 win for their second trophy in this plate competition in 2 years.
You're certainly a colourful outfit. You got the hair to go with it.
Yeah, we try to look our best as well as play our best, so we did work pretty well, so thanks very much.
All of you based in Tokyo, you got all nationalities there?
Yeah, we have everything. Actually, Australian, American, the whole lot, Japanese, so we have everything. We call ourselves the Gaijin, means foreigners, so so we got everything. We do well.
Okay. Very tough game, your toughest so far, probably.
Yeah, it was a very hard game, very fast game. Those boys were very, very good, so I'd like to thank them. I'd also like to thank our main sponsor, Hong Kong Shanghai Bank, Reuters, and Royal Supply, who paid our way here.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, at this they didn't pour it over the interviewer. John Malloy, chairman of the Hong Kong Rugby Football Club rugby section, presents the plate. He said their second trophy in 2 years. The final celebration from the men from Tokyo. Welcome back to the 1999 Hong Kong Rugby 10's. One of the world's powerhouses of the abbreviated form of rugby football is Fiji. We spoke to their coach, Richard Breen, about the difference between 15s and 10s as he sees it.
When we come here to play 10s, we basically play it like we play 7s. Some of the other teams tend to keep it in the front 5, and with us we try to spin the ball as much as possible. So I guess you know, obviously the obvious difference is that in 10s is 10 people, 7s is 7s, 15s is obviously 15. But with us is we'll be like putting like maybe 3 to 5 forwards in the line out and just spinning it wide back and forth all the time.
With players like Bruce Raunke and Taniela in their side, they've got to consider themselves as favourites once again to retain their 10's crown.
We're defending champions, so we've come back with the intention to win. And this team, I think, is stronger than last year's. So we're confident, but we don't want to underestimate any other teams. So we'll see how the tournament progresses.
One of the key elements for the tournament is for the teams to have fun. We thought we'd better check to see if they were here to win it or just here for the beer and the good times.
We're here for the rugby. The beer may be Friday night if everything goes well, but you know, our sponsorship depends on our performance. Some of the other teams, you know, they can come here on a jolly, but no, we're here to win the tournament. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and yeah, we're there for the beer then.
Well, this is how the semi-finals will line up after the Guard Force Magicians whitewashed Valley 54-0. The Aliens beat the Highlanders 33-0. Just one unconverted try separated Hawkesbury from the Hong Kong Football Club, and the Legends, big winners over the Artisan Student Invitation RFC. 45-0 the score in that one. So let's pick up the semi-finals. The All-Australian semi, the Legends up against Hawkesbury.
What we're doing, have a look what's happened here. We've got a breakaway down here, a break on the outside, passed inside, knocked down by the agricultural people. Here we go. The players are marshalling themselves here. The ball's gone wide, and a nice dummy from the number 8. And on the outside here, a lovely try to the Australian side. Good ball, good movement of the ball there, John.
Yeah, they kept the ball alive. They controlled it well, which they haven't started the game in how you would expect the Australians to start. They're a bit sloppy early doors, but they control the ball well there, and they've been rewarded with a try, John.
John, I just got to keep saying that this is not a game of territory. This is a game of possession. And the team that controls the ball and works the ball and owns the ball will win the game.
Just 5 metres outside the agricultural boys' 20-metre area, and this is where they're dangerous. Wouldn't be too surprised to see the scrum half going up the blind here. There's a bit of a
Absolutely,
wheel.
it's open. There's 15 metres on the blind, and we've got 4 people set on this side, and there's no one governing the blind.
Bit of a wheel.
And they've moved quickly to the blind, and they've run open side, and a cut-out pass, and a beautiful pass to the corner here. And is he going to go for himself or not? And pushed back inside. Beautiful pass there for the Australian side to score. Well wide on the left-hand side of the paddock. It was touch and go whether he went for the line or not, but they did get the try. That's important.
Maintain possession, John. You know, obviously the option was shut down very quickly in the corner there. He maintained possession, nice ball inside, and beat the cover.
This isn't a game of panic. This is a game of just set the ball up and keep moving. And the side, if any of these two sides that go through, either of the two sides that go through, are going to have to understand that they're going to have to absolutely control that ball if they're going to have any sort of impression on the Fijians. They're going to have to play rucks and mauls and things that aren't usually traditional with this game, but if they want to throw the ball around, they're going to be in real strife.
Just going back to the days that you played the game, which is obviously quite a while ago now, John, and obviously myself more recently, and whether it be 15-a-side or 10-a-side, the game's no different. It's easier to play the game with the ball in hand.
5 metres out, just to the left-hand side of the post.
We haven't had a streaker yet, John. We usually tend to find a streak at these 7s and 10s.
I'm having trouble with my shoes, actually, at this point, John.
Where's your man, Steele, gone?
It's quite interesting, John. I don't know if you know that in Australia we don't have streakers anymore because to run onto any ground in Australia incurs a minimum of $5,000 fine. And that's cured a lot of people, although the alcohol does the funny things to people. $5,000 to take your clothes off, it's not my idea.
No. Perhaps just liven up the event, you know, you never know.
And there's a try just to the left of the post by the Australian team, persistently attacking and gnawing away, but most importantly, keeping possession. And that's one of the possessions that we'd really like to keep up there, the ball. There seems to be a bit of a cheer from the crowd there. We believe a very attractive lady walked past.
Yeah, some very powerful play down there on the touchline then for a second, John. And, meanwhile, the game...
John, a minute to go.
Going to be a conversion, yeah.
A minute to go, and the score has moved out now to 19-0, and you do see any promise for the agricultural side?
No, not at all. They'll obviously want to get through the game and get in the bar, I think, now. That's what's looming for
and agricultural students, I know, are quite fond of that. They walk around in cow manure all day, and they get themselves into the bar as quick as they possibly can. I haven't seen the lights here at night. Are they compatible for a good game?
I've not seen them myself, actually.
Well, you couldn't see them where you were last night, so I can understand that.
Hey, John Lambie, those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yes, actually, there was a lot of glass around last night, I can tell you that. As we see the Aggies pushing through, what do? You do the simple things well, and the Aggies have scored a try.
Yeah.
Simple thing, put the ball behind the other team and go forward in numbers.
The second semi-final, the Magicians against the Aliens.
And here you see them at their best, John. Breaking out of attack, a nothing situation. All of a sudden they're there, and you can see that the ball has gone forward, and right out of the bottom of the books comes a try to Fiji, and it wasn't on, but they're just the scavengers of the loose ball.
Yeah, as you were saying, John, they look at the worst when they're having to scramble in defence, but a turnover, a sloppy pass on behalf of the alien side, and the ball's turned up, and it's basketball. You know, they're throwing the ball around there, and I just noticed as well there that the player running in the corner at the try wasn't content to score in the corner, threw the ball basketball style over at his teammate, was put under the stick.
As the previous goal, bad sloppy play. The ball goes to the Aliens. They move the ball very quickly. Look at the man run, Freno Bodica. Look at this, would you? Collar tackle, sitting up the maul. Centre field, they can go either way from here. They've got a great attacking position, and they move the ball to the left. And the numbers, unfortunately, are there for Fiji. They move forward. The Islands can set it up. This is where Fiji, I think, fall down, John.
Yeah, technically they're obviously not spreading out here, but
and you look at the consequence of that. The consequence of that is that they were outnumbered at the maul, and that was a sensational try. What a beautiful move on behalf of those people out there, John.
That's right, the full-back's come into the line there, very nice outside the hip, off the hip of the ball carrier, and he's gone under the post there, but I think some of the Fijians complaining, perhaps they felt it was a forward pass there, John, but...
I don't think the Fijians can ever complain about a forward pass. The truth of the matter was they were outnumbered. Have a look at this. The Fijians with 25 metres to go to the try line, open play, and you've got to back them to score here. You really have to. And as I say, you've got to back them to score.
I would try and pronounce his name, and I wouldn't even begin to start. But this is the lad who just scored a try, who played in 1970.
I think his name's Bill, actually, John. I think his name's
97 World Cup squad.
B-I-double-L, and I'm not sure.
He's just added to his try tally, John. Anyway, he's now the leading scorer in the competition. He's got 7 tries.
And with 40 seconds to go to half-time, the Fijians seem to be putting a bit of a gap in the game at the moment. 2 tries in front, and got to kick the restart here. And looking at the aliens out there, hands on hips, they're looking a little bit dejected at half-time. The game was in theirs, but it's just moved away from them. And 12 minutes to go in the semi-final here. Fiji looking comfortable with a 12-point advantage here. The ball goes back to the aliens, and the aliens are going to have to do something very special here, but please don't panic, and I just think they are. Oh, goodness gracious, you know. In your own 10 metres, trying to chip a ball like that, and they got what they deserved out of that, John.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I know you're very critical there, John, but I mean, they're playing catch-up football now, the aliens. They need a score, and, you know, faced with a wall of defence, he isn't obviously taking into account the kid is 6'7".
There's a great tackle from the aliens. The ball moves quickly, and this is where Fiji are good. This is what they can do. That's how they make their... Look at that for a bust. Come through inside. They pick the ball up, they move. One-on-one. One-on-one. It's not one-on-one anymore, it's 2-on-1. It's 2-on-1, and it's under the post. That's a great try to the Fijians.
So we have a repeat of the final of the last 2 years. Magicians up against the legends. Coming up after this break.
Just whitewashed every team they played against here today, and they are the best 2 teams to be playing in the final.
Still,
the Magicians from Fiji and the Legends.
Sure, we've got minutes, and we're going to know whether we're very wrong, but it's going to be a game. And I tend to favour the Fijians, the way they perform so well in the final.
Well,
here we go, Stu. The ball's in the air.
The Legends, the
Aussies
running towards the new
that's
stadium.
A bad start for the Fijians. I think what they've got... Here, if Australia plays the same way of that, look at Brian Smith go through the middle there. That's great. And here we go. Whoa, whoa. Here we go. It's a rock and roll Sundays, Saturdays, and what today? It's a Thursday. And the ball goes forward. So here we go. Australia looking in a very strong position. They've got the ball 20 metres out. We're running around the front of the line. Inside pass. God, they're looking good. They're hit. Jeez, what's going on here? Under the post.
Australia are only 5 metres out here. There's a big chance that they're going to cause an upset here. Look at they've got the cut-out pass, and yes, they've scored. Australia scored. It's 5-0 to Australia. Yeah. No one an upset here. A lot of people thought the Fijians would absolutely thrash Australia. 3 minutes into the final, and it's 5-0 to Australia. I'd say that Australia could take it from here.
Stuart, you're very emotional about that. But
I know.
That was a very good. That's a very good try in the corner over there, and it's early days yet. But one of the things that Fiji do get themselves in a mess about is playing from coming from behind.
Now, hang on, John. Here we go. We've got a drop kick from the far corner here. A very difficult kick. This will be interesting. 3 minutes 30 into the final. Here we go, and here's... it's short. Okay, so it's 5-0, 3 minutes 40 into the final.
It was so significant that the Australians scored first, and they have a restart of the game here with their own kick. The Australians are more there. They're more there than Fijians, and the Fijians.
Yeah, very good, and they're taking them down. They win this ball.
And guess what? It's a penalty.
Australians have got the penalty in favour of themselves, and here they go. Look,
very simple.
the Aussies are making
it. It was a numbers game. It was a numbers game. They had more of them there than
Aussies are going to put this on the move. It's the side that has the
and
better
stamina
here, the better condition.
Good hands will get them here.
The boys can keep their condition up.
Australia looking very dangerous. Australia looking very dangerous here. Quite to my disbelief about the pre-game.
Here we go. They're coming back on the open side here.
Yep.
They're going to spin it wide.
Oh,
they can get it out wide.
They strong, those Fijians. You see the way.
There we go. Look at this. They've kept the ball alive. All they have to do.
it's a knock on.
We're in trouble
Here we go.
There they go. This is the problem with the Fijians. Once they get an open space, you will not catch them. And number 7 has taken it down under the goalpost. It'll be 5-all into the 7th minute of the game. And we have...
Put the ball down. And when will he put the ball down? Yep. That puts it 5-all at this stage. A kick to come. Number 5. We'd love to have a pronunciation of his name, and I think he's not to be mentioned. Not to be mentioned.
Conversion, and it's 7-5 to the Magicians from Fiji. It's 8 minutes into the first half of this final.
Yep.
This is the culmination of a great day's rugby here in Hong Kong. And here we have the Aussies taking the ball down. We've made another mistake. Look,
and not handling it well.
Incredible. They
not handling it well.
They're on a roll. The Fijians, if they can take advantage of the other team's mistakes, there is just no holding them back. Here they go. Look, they're just throwing the ball around here now. And it is a problem for the Aussies. Here they go. They're spreading it wide. They're 25 metres out under the goal post.
Nice
here
tackle.
The
ball's around. Brian Smith moves in. No, he's lost it.
And they've done a little
it's a chip over the top in the end goal. And the ball.
Yes,
oh, goodness gracious.
Another mistake. Now,
number 17. The ball's rolled at right angles. Shoot. The ball rolled at right angles. And the Fiji are in front. Not by in front by a little bit. They're in front by a long way. God.
The Aussies are devastated by this. Just one mistake, and it's cost them the game. At this stage, it's 12-0 to Fiji. 12-5 to Fiji, sorry. And we're about 10 minutes into the first half.
There's plenty of time to go, Stuart, but I mean, those things just happen. I mean, you know, they say the longer you train, the luckier you get, and the Fijians are doing a great job on their luck.
And this is possibly the prelude of things to come. You know, the 10-er side here, some of these boys will be playing in the 7-er side on the weekend. 5 in the scrum, 5 backs, 10-er side. And
1 minute to go to half-time. 1 minute to go to half-time. Australia trailing by 9. Here they go. It's just some sort of foreboding. Here it's straight downfield. It's a kick and chase. It's a race now. The Fijians take a well. They've stepped back. There's only 1 behind him. There's 2 behind him now. He steps inside himself. He's caught. And he's broken through. And Setterfield break. What a break this is. Look at what he's done. He's thrown it there, and he's moved up to the sideline. It's a great race for the corner, and he's there. He's there. What a great run that is.
They just threw the ball around with their pace and ball skills. They have just turned defence into attack, and they have scored, and it's taken the score now to 19-5 with the conversion to come, and it's nearly on half-time here. What a great effort.
Stuart, this game is not called 10s or 7s or 15s. This is called keep the ball, and when they have the ball in their hand, the Fijians, they'll score from anywhere, and they're just dramatic. There is no defence pattern, there's no attack pattern, but they just score. They just back up, throw the ball around. They've got hands engulf the ball every time it's thrown in the air. What a fantastic side they are. The kick has gone over, so it's a big lead to the East, but 21-5 at half-time for the Fijians. Australia have the ball. They have 8 minutes to do something. They're trailing by 16 points, and if they don't do it now, they're never going to do it.
No, I think they're in trouble, John. I think they're in trouble. I think the Fijians, they just have a flair for this game. You know, we'll see them over the next few days in the 7s, and yeah, it is their game. It is their game. Here we come, 25 metres out, and I think we're going to have a... And the Fijians have they've picked up a mistake from the Aussies. They've scored under the post, and I'd say that sealed the game. It's 26-5 with a kick to come.
Turn the lights off, save the electricity. Let's all go home.
7.5 minutes.
That's the end of the game.
I think we might light the cigars now.
This
is it.
26-5, kick in front. That takes
the end of it.
28-5. Let's all go home. Get the grain. Save the traffic. Let's save the traffic. And they are, Stuart. They are.
That's it. That's the end of me, John. I'm devastated. Absolutely devastated.
Kick in front of goal. Simple thing. Straight over. That's it. That takes the Fijians ahead.
I'd like to pass over to
28-5.
It's just rugby, rugby, rugby in this magnificent city of Hong Kong. Here come the Fijians again. Look at this. They are absolutely incredible. This man is... and he's not even the Fijian side. Look at him. He's just towed the ball through, and there's every opportunity here. He's going to take it down. They're 5 metres out, and the Aussies are in big trouble here. God. Here they go. Yes, no, yes. No. 5 metres. And the Fijians are going to get the feed here.
Still with 10 seconds to go, could you pick a winner? Can you pick a winner with 10
I think
seconds
at
to go?
33-10, John. I think the magicians from Fiji
I always
have got
thought you
this
were an astute
game.
judge. I always thought you were an astute judge, Stuart. There are 5 seconds to go. Scrum in the middle of the place. Blow it up. Get them out of here. Let's all go home. Here's
There goes the full-time whistle.
Yep.
The boys are going to be on the carpet tonight.
Why would you pick the scrum? He's going to take a field goal.
There he
Yes.
goes.
Yes, he took the field goal.
Taking a field
You've
goal.
never seen anything like it in your life.
The Fijians are going to win. 35-10.
36-10.
I think a three for a field goal, John. Wonderful.
It's a good day out, and the best side won.
It certainly did. There were some special awards to be made. The Don Black Trophy to the best and fairest player went to Tanyela Kaukau, the top try scorer, also Tanyela Kaukau. The try of the tournament went to Daisuke Sano from the Acorn Rugby Club, and the team of the tournament were the Tokyo Gaijin. But all the honours, of course, went in the end to Guard Force once again.
It was a very competitive game, you know, and we're really pleased to come out on top. The side this year, on paper, was stronger than last year, so the boys were pretty confident before, you know, getting there. But playing the Legends, you know, it's a top-class team, and they've got great, you know, players there, so it could go either way. And the first, you know, 5-10 minutes, I was sitting there saying, Jesus, you know, we might not take this one. So, yeah, very happy.
The Legends had a lot of possession, but it was just a testament to the very good defence. I mean, you think of 10's as all running and passing, whatever, but defence won that one as much as anything else.
Yeah, I mean, the back line was coming up very quick and putting them under a lot of pressure. So when they did have the ball and they probably won more possession than we did, they didn't have the time to do anything with it. So, I mean, like 2 intercept tries, our first try was. So, yeah, basically it was coming up fast and putting them under pressure. When we did have the ball, you know, I think it's pretty hard when you play a couple of easier games, you know, in the tournament before. The guys are beating players one-on-one, and then all of a sudden they meet somebody who's not going to fall for a sidestep or a dummy, and it's to get back into the combination. So, but happy with the game.
Certainly were, and happy with his performance was Tanyela, the best and fairest and top try scorer. We hope you've enjoyed this programme on the 1999 Hong Kong Rugby 10's.